a younger version of a team I think we're going to see in the next hypothetical. A younger Utah Jazz with in my opinion, completely peak Stockton.
Yeah.
16 and 13 with 3 steals in the regular season goes to 15 and 13 and a half, 2 steals in the playoffs. So a little bit of a drop, but still 13 and a half assists a game is crazy to see. Like Magic averaging 21 and 15 in the playoffs was also crazy.
Yeah.
But Stockton being the stereotypical point guard, cuffing Derek Fisher in this series, in my opinion.
Oh,
but
for sure.
Karl Malone, 29 and 11, filling up the stat sheet, a steal and a half and a block and a half a game, shooting 52% in the playoffs.
Yeah.
A force, a absolute force. I want to see what Karl Malone's numbers are against Horace Grant, who I believe is going to be on him most of this hypothetical matchup, and an older Horace Grant at that.
Yeah. And even so, they're going to want to like pull out Shaq too for the pick and rolls. Like, that's going to be another issue. And so just if you guys haven't
25 and 11 in 31 games.
Yeah. If you guys haven't followed Shaq's legacy breakdown, Utah was actually his kryptonite for a little bit because they kept losing to them in the playoffs. And Shaq in 2003 or 2004, I can't remember what season. They actually
it was 2002. It was the last championship year. Yeah. I remember because it's one of our most viewed clips as it stands today.
So check our archives. But Shaq admits to actually ducking Utah for the
facts.
So this is not just one of those.
Sorry, my
they
dog
should just win this. They should just win this series, but
He did not disparage our dog like that. She is a beautiful, beautiful being. You fuck.
Just think of a beautiful, beautiful cunt.
That.
Just think of a beautiful, beautiful.
Bruh, no.
Beautiful. Absolutely stunning. But no,
Russell, put a picture of a cunt.
Oh my god!
Don't do that.
What
don't do that. It'll strictly be pictures of my dog. No vagina pics. No. That's where I draw the line.
Oh man, yo, those 36-year-olds that watch our pod are gonna be like, let's go, best podcast ever.
Oh my god. But on that note, I do agree. I see Stockton Malone getting theirs. I see this as a 6-game series for many of these reasons. I think under regular circumstances, if we're just looking on paper, I can see like a closer to 5-game series or even a sweep for the 0-1 Lakers. But you're fucking right. You totally brought up a point that I completely forgot about. Shaq felt like the Jazz were their kryptonite.
Yeah.
And that was an old, crummier players Jazz, as we talked about earlier. Like,
so
I could see it going 6.
So you see, and I agree with the 6. And I think overall the thought process is probably going to be there because you still got the core pieces. You got Karl Malone, John Stockton, Jerry Sloan. But the one thing that you don't have is the experience. Because what was so big about that Jazz team was their experience. Like, they had so many years in the playoffs together. They made multiple finals runs. So that kind of, like, that pedigree kind of helped them, right? In this case, like, and also the Lakers almost looked at them as, like, the big brothers, right? Like, in that sense. In this case, they're not that. Right, they're younger. They don't have as much experience. They didn't experience those finals runs. So it's not identical. But I still think overall, whatever was giving them causing the Lakers issues should still cause them issues. Just I don't think the Jazz will be able to capitalize on it as much as they did when they were older.
They still do have a Greg Ostertag plus. As we remember, Greg Ostertag, the guy Shaq snuffed before game 1 of the 99 regular season, I believe. But they do have Mark Eaton, who just so happens to be one of the greatest shot blockers of all time. holds the NBA record for blocks per game in a season and total blocks. He
but this was towards the end of his
is 7'4". He's a big
He was
motherfucker,
35.
and he's a body to throw at Shaq to just like rack up fouls.
Yeah.
And
Shaq
that's something that
definitely-
the Jazz did when they played Shaq later on.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
something that they did. I do see Shaq still managing to get to near 30. I feel like
This is
that's
a Kobe
definitely
series for
possible.
sure, though.
But once again, my friend, the
We're
Mamba
gonna be
is
talking about
raping.
Kobe.
The
Just think
Mamba
about
is giving that pee-pee
Yeah.
hard
'Cause-
without
yeah.
permission.
Yeah. That
Like-
definitely I probably got Kobe like going crazy in this series too.
Yeah.
He
This is a-
historically used to beat dog shit down Utah's back. like,
Yes, he
just
did.
Shit.
Yes, he did. In
Just
that
like,
season that we were talking about where they intentionally didn't play Utah, I think Kobe averaged like 40 a game against them. It was like
Yeah.
38 to 40, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll be
Kobe
underneath
used to
me.
eat
But
Utah alive. So
so I could see that.
Yeah.
And then it's about the three-point shooting because this is another team not taking advantage of three-point shooting.
Yeah.
So again, if the others, if Robert Horry, if Derek Fisher can get some of those threes to fall,
Yep.
then it's maybe that makes it a 5-game series. But I have it in 6 because I
Yeah,
think Stockton
same.
and Malone get theirs for sure. I
Yeah.
really do believe that.
I agree. I think that's what kind of makes it harder on Shaq too. Forcing him to play in that pick and roll is really
right.
Yeah,
True.
It's really big
And
because now you're making him work way more defensively.
move a lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lindsay, what you got?
For them, can you scroll down again? Let me see the people again.
You want me to go players?
Yeah.
Gotcha. These are the playoff numbers.
No, I say it's like 4, maybe 5, but like maybe.
Wow.
Yeah, just have him beat shit down that leg.
Why?
That makes sense.
Because I don't respect Karl Malone at all. Fuck Karl Malone.
I feel that.
Man, I really would like to make that one of our very first shirts when the time comes.
Yeah, fuck Karl Malone. I'm
I
down.
want to wear a fuck Karl Malone shirt on
Right?
the podcast. That's what I want.
Bro, talk about on the podcast. I will wear that shit proudly out places. People will be like, why don't you like Karl Malone? And I'll be like, just sit a minute and I'll explain to you all the reasons why I don't fucks with this man. But no,
Shit.
that's a good shirt. We should definitely make fuck
Yeah.
Karl Malone a thing.
Karl Malone is the
Dope.
only like athlete that I'd punch in the face, but I'd run. I'd legitimately run afterwards because he's like double my size. Like,
Yeah, I was about to
not in
say. I
terms
feel
of
like
weight,
the
but, like,
list
in
of
terms of
players I
height.
would run away from are way longer than that.
Are you
Wait,
crazy?
infinitely
Karl
longer.
Malone is jacked. Like he
Yeah.
gonna like if he catches me, he gonna beat the shit out of me. But
Yes.
I'm hitting
and
him
now,
in the
and now,
kneecap.
considering he's got
Crack
that, he definitely has crazy old man strength.
Yeah,
Like
for
where
sure.
he gets you with the grip,
Yeah,
and he's got your
And just-
arm, and
yeah.
then like he
he
lets
looked
go
like
of your
he's
arm, and there's
some
just an
type of
imprint.
serial killer.
No,
Yeah,
what you
he's some type
gotta
of
do
serial
is you
killer.
gotta get the one shot in his face, and then before you run away, like kick at his kneecap really quick, and then run.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because you know he
Self-defense
got
tips
like
from Lindsay
a
Lehman.
replaced kneecap or a hip or some shit like that. For
I
sure.
say go for kneecap.
This bitch ass.
Yeah.
After I slap him and I'm running, I'm be like, "That's what you get for talking about Kobe, bitch."
as Chappelle show taught us, if you aim under the kneecap, if you shoot somebody below the kneecap, it's not attempted murder, kids. Just so you know. Dave
That's
Chappelle
fire.
taught me that.
Oh, and I'm not. You
But like, what if you just have really bad aim? Like you were trying to kill
The
somebody.
shit out of Karl Malone. Fuck that. Pistol whip.